Boo, I'm not sure, but I think the map wants us to work a spell, Emmy said slowly. What? We can't do that. That is higher level magic. We haven't learned that. We will be in so much trouble. Boo started flapping their wings in agitation and floated up off the ground. Look at Felix, Boo. We have to do something. He could die. I think life or death means we can do a little magic if it will save him. We're gonna need some crazy ingredients, though. Check these out. Emmy moved the map towards Boo, who looked at the map. How will we find this stuff? This is impossible! Boo started to flap erratically around the room. This will take some serious trouble, and I can't fly these distances. We're going to have to do magic to get the ingredients to do magic. That is surely going to get us into fairy jail. Ugh! Emmy was thinking as she watched Boo swirl around the room in panic. Well, we need to try. We can't let Felix down. The two fairies put a blanket over Felix and headed outside. Just as the door closed, Emmy and Boo heard footsteps. Oh no, I knew this was a bad idea. Wild furry bandits are headed our way. This day just keeps getting worse, said Boo. 3 baby raccoons approached the fairies, sniffing the air like they couldn't believe how delicious the smell of fairies was. Boo and Emmy backed up against the wall, searching the area around them for something that would help. All they could see was a pack of gum. Quickly, Boo and Emmy both shove the gum in their mouths and start chewing. Before the raccoons can get too close, Boo blows a bubble until it pops. This scares the raccoons, and they back up. While all of that is happening, Emmy blows and blows and blows until she has a bubble so big that she can climb inside. Once inside, she is light enough that Boo can fly up and tow her along with him. In moments, the fairies are in the air, and the raccoon babies are sniffing the air, searching for their yummy treats. Quick, I'll blow a bubble, and we can jump in and float away, said Emmy. No, that won't work, argued Boo. That gum will stick to my wings. Why don't we throw it at the raccoons and stick them together? They are too big for that to work, argued Emmy. Why don't we give them the gum? Maybe they will be distracted, she said as she handed each baby a piece of gum. Soon the raccoons were choking on the gum. It turns out raccoons don't know how to chew gum properly. Emmy and Boo snuck away. Emmy and Boo looked at each other, and then at the gum. Grab it, said Emmy. I'm on it, said Boo. He tossed her some gum. They shoved it in their mouths. As they chewed, Emmy whispered a quick chant under her breath. We're already breaking the rules by making a spell for Felix. We might as well go all in, she said to Boo, as they stopped chewing, pulled the gum out of their mouths, and threw it down on the ground in front of themselves. The raccoons were so curious. They couldn't resist coming towards the fairies. Emmy and Boo held still as the raccoons crept closer and closer, right into the gum. As soon as they touched the gum, it started to grow, sticking all over them until they were one giant mess of fur and pink stickiness. At this point, Emmy and Boo quietly slipped away. Emmy and Boo grabbed the gum and chewed like crazy. As they did this, they rolled over the berry bushes by the sidewalk, drawing the raccoons towards a new food supply and releasing some of their fruity smell. Then, they got to work building a giant web. You jump on that, bounce off the wall, and meet me on the roof, said Boo, and they took off in a spray of purple sparkles. Good thing I took all those parkour lessons, said Emmy as she jumped into the web, bounced off the wall, and landed gently on the roof. The two fairies peeked over the edge. The raccoons were tasting the web. Just in the nick of time, said Emmy. For sure, said Boo, as they quietly slipped away. Emmy and Boo grabbed the gum and stuffed all of it into their mouths. They chewed and then spit all the gum out. Together, they rolled it into a ball shape. Hey guys, said Emmy to the raccoons. What do you think of this yummy smell? She asked. The raccoons sniffed interestedly. At that moment, Emmy and Boo threw the gumball with all their might, while at the same time shouting, Fetch! The raccoons took off after the giant pink ball, and the fairies quietly slipped away. Emmy and Boo looked at each other and then at the raccoons. They were so cute. Emmy wondered if they made good pets. Felix was needing a new pet. Hi guys, said Boo. I know you think we smell good, but fairies are notorious for tasting really bad. Do you see those pink cherry blossoms right over there? Those are the best. You should climb that tree and try some. Quick, hissed Emmy, while the baby raccoons looked up at the cherry blossoms. I'm gonna run around the corner. You take off, although sparkles will confuse them and give me a chance to run ahead. Emmy ducked around the corner as Boo took off in a stream of purple sparkles. Emmy was right, the baby raccoons were entranced. As Emmy turned the corner, she heard a tiny voice. Emmy, you dropped me! Help! Emmy reached down into her pocket to check for Fred. He was gone! What could she do? If she ran back, the raccoons would get her. But Fred! At that moment, Boo whizzed around the corner, Fred clutched in his trunk. Fred dropped into Emmy's arms, and the fairies quietly slipped away. Emmy and Boo looked at each other, raising their eyebrows. Next, they both went into a fit of coughing. The raccoons were startled and backed up. Everyone knows to stay 6 feet away from coughing people, even baby raccoons. Next, Emmy and Boo chewed up some gum, took it out of their mouths, and tossed it at the baby raccoons. The baby raccoons immediately tried to get the sticky pink out of their clean hair. Their mother had just given them a bath and told them to stay clean. The more they tried to remove the gum, the more it stuck in their hair. Soon, all 3 raccoons were crying. They ran home as the fairies quietly slipped away.